Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to the Something Vloggy Friday show.
On the road.
It is the crack of dawn. Well, it's not really the crack of dawn because it is 7:31 a.m. We've been up since a little after 5 o'clock.
We went to bed at midnight because we were sorting out today's film.
Yeah. Oh, it's all confusing. I'm all confused now. Right, so basically, the film that you're seeing on Friday is kind of going up at the same time that we're filming this film, because today is the day that we're going out filming, because today is the only day this week that it's not going to rain. And that noise that you occasionally hear, that's the noise of the windscreen wipers saying, oh yeah, it's raining.
It says it's going to rain until 9 o'clock, so we're hoping to rock up and it will have stopped raining by the time we get there. That's the hope.
That is the plan. Now you will notice that the light is very, very low because it's only 7:32 a.m.
In the winter time.
Not particularly a good time to go filming things, I suppose, but you know. I suppose. You see, my voice doesn't, my throat, my mouth, any of those things, they don't want to work. Brain, that's the one. But at this time of the morning, I'm not a morning kind of guy. I'm a late night and
night owl. And you just don't give a hoot about mornings.
Oh, that's quite good. That's a t-shirt, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm sure that probably is a t-shirt, but if it's not, it ought to be. And I would wear that with pride.
Prepare to turn left.
And also prepared to turn left.
Because the brum brum knows where the brum brum wants to go. She's so rude. She's constantly interrupting. We've got 57 miles to go at the moment, and
right in 200 yards onto Hereford Road.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
see you in a bit.
Yeah, in a bit. You know.
We've been driving for an hour and a half, and we've got half an hour to go. Yeah. The sun is just coming up.
We are heading to an interesting first location. It's called Tally Abbey. And Tallyho, and as its name suggests, it's the remains of an abbey. There's not a busting great deal of it left, which is kind of a shame, but also kind of handy, because if there's a huge place, it means we've got to spend the entire day there.
Yes, and then the one after Tally Abbey is quite big, so...
Yeah, and there's a bit of a trek to get to it. Anyway, now, I'm going to click my fingers, and then we will be at Tally Abbey. About now.
We've arrived.
Here we are.
It is small but mighty. But it's misty and it's chilly, but it's lovely. It's lovely out. Still not quite awake yet, so bear with me. Throughout the rest of the episode, I should gradually wake up and then get sleepy again.
So this is our first spot to stop for the day, and it's in the village of Tally, funnily enough, and it's a funny little place. I mean, it's lovely. This is one of the nice things about doing this. We really do get to see some absolutely stunning places. I mean, it's all lovely little cottages. The occasional chimney kicking out some smoke, as you can see over there. And the abbey itself, well, there's not much of it left. Largely, there's Joey over there, but largely it's a case of, the foundations of walls, and then you've got this big protuberance up there, which they've left either because it was too much of a pain in the neck to knock it down, or because it looked pretty. I would like to think that they left it because it looked pretty.
Was Tally Abbey. It's the smallest abbey we've ever been to. Tintern and Neath were quite meaty. This one that we're coming up to now is quite big, so chances are we might just be able to film this one before we start losing the light and have to get home.
I don't know, because it's only 11:32 now. But it is quite a trek to get to it, so we shall see.
Yes.
We're certainly going to end up in this neck of the woods again. Which is rather nice, because I like it round here. I think it's very, very pretty.
It is stunning.
Maybe if it's miserable and rainy and horrible, then perhaps we won't be quite so enamoured with the place, but...
I don't know, I get the feeling it's one of those places that even if it were to be bucketing down, would be very pretty still.
Yeah. I'm looking onto all the hilltops, because I know that there are castles everywhere around here. And if you look ahead, right now, there is the castle that we are going to. Dinvoire Castle. Dinvoire?
It's one of those that we've read but we haven't pronounced it. We've tried to pronounce it, but we're not entirely sure how you pronounce Welsh I's and Welsh E's.
Yeah.
So, apologies on this one. There is another property on here that's owned by the National Trust.
In fact, it's not just one property, it is the entire site, which is a whacking great big deer park.
Yeah.
There's a place called Newton House, which is where the people that lived at the castle eventually moved to when they decided to turn the castle into a summer house when they got it back from the Crown, because of the fact that, you know, they'd had it taken away because it turned out that one of them was treasonous.
Wow.
I know, it's all go.
If you're a Cadw member, you can come here and see all the properties that the National Trust own or look after.
Well, you can visit the entire site.
Yeah.
Apparently they have an agreement.
Yes.
They have a gentleman's agreement. I don't know what the ladies think. 20-minute walk to get to the castle, even though we are on a road.
Yes. Well, it gets us walking, doesn't it?
It does. So we're now wandering through Castle Woods.
Imagine it's
Castle Wood. Castle Wood. Castle Wood? Castle Wood. There's only one wood. Anyway, yes, it's very imaginatively named, as Joe has pointed out.
It's quite nice.
It's very lovely because it's
Got dappled sunlight coming through all the trees.
yeah, and it's a proper, you know, British wood. Should we call it a Welsh wood? Let's call it a Welsh wood because we're in Wales.
It's a proper UK woodland.
It is. It's the sort of woodland you expect to find over here.
I.e. not fern.
Yes, none of those fir trees imported from wherever they've been imported from. See, that's where we're walking towards. Pretty, isn't it?
So we made it to the castle. It was not a 20-minute walk, as we said. There is, in fact, lots of hair in my face, but also a 20-minute walk and a shorter walk. I reckon our walk would have taken us 10 minutes tops, but you come up to the top and not only do you get this rather splendid looking castle here, you've got this rather spiffing view out over the river. I mean, the river has burst its banks in places, isn't it? The sun's just shining on it beautifully. I'm going to go and have a closer look at first the river and then the castle, because I'm torn between the two and the light might go for the river, so.
I don't know whether you've noticed as we've been making these films, but I don't particularly like heights. I may have made mention of this before, but the views up here are so good that I'm even prepared to deal with the fact that it makes my legs go all to jelly and all nasty. And yeah, just so that I can see some absolutely stunning stuff from up on high. That is the view from up here, and now I've got to do the bit that's actually worse than coming up, and that's going back down again.
We made it down the stairs. The stairs are terrifying going down.
They are.
Not so bad going up, but going down.
Yes, didn't like that
rail,
at all.
Thankfully.
Yes. But, oh well, it was worth it for the view.
Yes.
For the view, which you now probably can't see due to the fact that, you know,
No.
you're looking directly into the sun, so we are merely silhouettes.
When you first come up here, you can just see this glimpse of a really stunning view, but you can't see it properly because there are trees in the way. And I like the trees, but you have to go a bit higher up to get the better views.
Yes.
Above the tree line, actually. That's
But
where
it's
we went.
well worth it.
Yes.
Very much well worth it. Anyway, we're heading back to the car now. This is probably going to be it from us, because although we had planned to visit Newton House, which is the house that they built to replace the castle, they close it at about 4ish. So we are going to say farewell. And obviously you'll see us the next time you watch one of these Friday shows, or alternatively the Cadw Challenge.
See you next time.
And TTFN.